uh, for anything to drop that snippet, because the vast majority of folks are not going to really know what's going on, because the whole idea of those end credits, they don't really they give stuff away to us because we know what the comics look like.
Right.
But, and even sometimes I don't get it and I got to go to Alvin and ask. But to most people, it's a fun little thing and it gives you a bit of whatever. When we first saw Samuel L. Jackson at the end of Iron Man, very few people understood the significance of that. Right. If you were in comics, you knew. Right. But very few people understood the significance of that if you were not in the comics. And I don't know. I mean, it could work well with what Alvin said too, but I think that I think the hint should be dropped at least a couple of movies out.
The only thing about that is they weren't hinting any other big villain during Thanos.
Yeah.
There was not a hint of a Celestials coming to the Earth to kill, to gather their seed. It was, they were all in on Thanos. Right. So every snippet that was dropped with Thanos in mind. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So, they weren't dropping Kang snippets in the middle of Thanos.
Right.
I think they saved that for the TV show.
Yeah.
I think that's where that came from. They saved that.
They didn't really overlap, is what he's saying. They
didn't overlap.
Yeah, they didn't overlap. Either one ended and then the next one began. But like
you didn't really find out about Kang until Loki.
Right.
And that was already after Thanos was done.
Right. That's true. But I don't know. It seems like the possibilities now. It seems like since then the MCU has gotten so much bigger. Since then, what I'm saying? So, and they can all kind of fit now. If because while Kang is going full force, you could still. I believe that you could still show little glimpses of Galactus and the Celestials, just little glimpses, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of, this Kang thing can be going, and you can give little bits and pieces of the Celestials in the Galactus story in the backdrop, and then not knowing later on that how it's going to tie in later on. You see what I'm saying? I believe that could happen, but the perfect timing is when it can happen. Of course, we want to see it now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us want to see it now because if you think about it in the comic books, they're coexisting in the comic books very well. You know what I'm saying?
And a way to get around the Silver Surfer thing is don't start Galactus with Silver Surfer. Yeah. Start Galactus with one of the other heralds, because they're not bound to that honor thing, and have him come to Earth.
And what's his Fire Lord?
Fire Lord was a herald. Terex was a herald. There was a bunch. Airwalker was a herald. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of heralds of Galactus out there, and what you do is have them defeated. Kill him on Earth, which then you go and you go to Silver Surfer's planet, and he makes Silver Surfer, and he has that honor code that he would, save my world and I'll find you uninhabited planets. Right. And Galactus could be so close. That's where they fall out. Matter of fact, in the comic, that's what happens. Right. He took part of his cosmic power and
tethered him to Earth.
Tethered him to Earth.
Right.
So, there's your story right there.
Yeah.
Once Silver Surfer comes to the Earth and see that it's inhabited and the people are similar to his world, you know, it's you know, I got to go against you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Like you said, they haven't gone by, like Sonny said earlier, they haven't gone by the storyline so far. So anything's up for change. All of it can be changed. It's just like the only thing right now, like I said, that we know Silver Surfer is of you know, of his origin is that, you know, to save his world, and you know, he didn't want to put other people in danger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was the big one, and like I said, it sounds like in a way that they're, you know, and it's just been out of speculation. I don't even know if it's real. They talking about his Galactus's purpose has changed, so he's gone from, you know, going after inhabited planets to now habited planets. You know, but he's always gone after habited planets. Just it was Silver Surfer the one that's guided him.
That guided him, right?
But
right.
It's just like the whole purpose is, which kind of changes Silver Surfer's purpose at that point too. He's, you know, it changed it all. So that's why I was looking at it. So, but we're gonna move to the next slide. But everybody, put in your comments and let us know what y'all think of when a good time for Galactus to be put in. When is a good time for him to be introduced? Should he be introduced at all? How do you feel about Galactus? So put in your comments about that. So while we're coming down off our Ant-Man high, like I said, I'm on a Kang rush right now. Like I said, I showed y'all earlier, I got my he who remains figurine, and I'm not a person that buys toys. So, but I wanted this. I'm like, I need to have this, you know. So I can see myself pretty much owning every damn version. It's gonna be 1,000 versions.
I know, right?
But I'm gonna get
Council
the
of
important. I'm not gonna get all. I'm gonna get the important one. When they come out with the Victor Timely, I'm gonna get the Victor Timely.
Immortus, yeah.
I'm gonna get the Immortus, and I'm gonna get the
Ramatut.
I gotta get those. So, like I said, the one in this movie, it doesn't come out till August, they said. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've already pre-ordered, so whenever they get it, you know, I'll be ready for it. But there was one character in there that, you know, I feel they didn't put enough respect on his name, man. And everybody's been anticipating to see him, and a lot of people knew he was coming. But then they came in there, and he was kind of a halfway of a joke a little bit. And that's our boy MODOK. I don't think they didn't put enough respect on MODOK's name, man.
I think he was portrayed well, you know.
Was he?
I think he was, because
dude, come on, he was a halfway joke in there, man. He was the punchline of that movie, man.
No, he some of the inhabitants down there feared him, you know, because they feared him. They didn't show why they feared him, but he was a killing machine. So
yeah, but listen, I understand what you're saying. He was a killing machine down there, but as a fan, I'm not saying I'm a MODOK fan, but I'm a Marvel fan. I know who MODOK is. I know what he about. I know his rep in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I know he about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Knowing that, come on, man.
I don't know. I thought he was portrayed well, and this iteration of him, you know, with Darren. What was Darren? Was it Cross? Darren?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, Darren. I think I'm Darren.
Yeah,
but his character was just a little bit more, you know.
I think I think it was done well, comical and he was a comedian and serious, you know, at the same time. I think when you look at his persona from the Ant-Man movie, the second movie, you know, I think it carried over well.
I mean, he was really Kang's little bitch.
Well, yeah, he was.
He Kang's little bitch. Yeah. I know somebody. I know one of us ain't seen it yet. I'm not gonna give him hell. I'm not gonna give him hell. But I know one of us ain't seen it yet. But he was Kane's little bitch. Even that little part when in the movie where Kane said, "I told you not to speak in my presence."
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, what?
Hey, but look, even in the comics, he most of the time worked up under somebody. He was never the main villain.
Yeah, but was he really somebody bitch though?
You know,
He was in that movie.
I've seen more like he gives off grumpy old man vibes.